Welcome back. The Food Bank of Eastern Michigan is one of the largest food banks in the country. From its new facility in Flint, it serves more than 400 agencies in 22 counties, covering every city, town, and neighborhood east of I-75, from Flint all the way to the Mackinac Bridge. So when the water crisis occurred, the food bank jumped in to help meet the need.
In 2015, the food bank distributed a little over 26 million pounds of food into those 22 counties. This year, we'll distribute probably somewhere between 27, 28 million pounds.
So, when the water crisis struck in its own backyard, city and state agencies looked to the food bank. It had a distribution network already in place and strong community support.
We have distributed in the first 3 months of this crisis over about 9 million pounds of water so far. We average about 35 to 40 semis a week. That's in addition to the food that we put out. So very fortunately, this food bank was prepared, and we were prepared because of our leadership and also because of our community. We had more volunteers here than you'd ever could imagine.
This is our processing area where we do our reclamation, where we do a lot of our assembly of the boxes that we build. Right here, what you're seeing is we have a senior box program, and we build over 300 senior boxes a month. We have all of these conveyors set up, and we have volunteers that come in. Everything we do is 99% here in our processing area done by way of volunteers. In the very beginning, a lot of our volunteers that were here, they actually went and wanted to be on the front line and distribute water out. So we lost a lot of our volunteers, which impacted the processing of our food at that time.
Companies across the state stepped in to fill the gap, sending volunteers to help inspect and package food. Bill Kerr is the president of the food bank.
When you have a company like the food bank that has 6 different divisions and you have less than 80 full-time employees, volunteers are everything. We ran last year over 7,000 different individuals who volunteered, and they literally accounted for tens of thousands of hours.
Today we have a group that came up from our Southfield office, as well as some that even drove over from Grand Rapids to help support the Food Bank of Eastern Michigan.
Gwen Starr used to work for United Way of Genesee County. She's now a manager at Priority Health, one of the companies providing volunteers.
What we've learned is that they're so busy distributing water and spreading the resources that they need help with packing the food, sorting the food, and just getting it ready to distribute to the communities.
Lee Hotchkiss is a regional manager with a group of volunteers from Fifth Third Bank.
Fifth Third serves, so it's a big passion of ours to give back to the community. The community is why we're open, so we want to give back to those that are coming in our doors every day and want to make sure that they know that we're doing more than just running a business, but we're giving back to the community. This is a lot more difficult than I thought, but we're catching on and we're getting better as we go, so it's a lot of fun.
Tina Martinez is the director of operations. She arranges to get produce from local farmers and donations from retail grocery stores and agencies across the Midwest.
This is our processing room here. Once the product's considered finished product, it's brought into this side here. This is where it'll sit while the paperwork is turned in. And then we have stickers that are put on their barcoding system, so we're able to track the product. We transfer product from this building into our other building 3 to 4 times a day. So we're making sure that just as quickly as we process it, it's making our trucks and getting out into the community.
People said you couldn't do this. That's one of the things that we as a group have never accepted. We said we could. We asked the community, and it speaks in itself. This building's 100% paid for, not by me, but by everybody who lives in our community. You go around this community anywhere and you ask, what do you know about the food bank? I will guarantee you 7 out of 10 will say, I don't know this, but I know they take $1 and make it into more dollars worth of food, and they help feed our community.
The food bank is now involved in helping to get iron-rich foods in the hands of children throughout Flint to help combat the effects of the lead. If you're interested in helping in the effort, you can contact the Food Bank of Eastern Michigan at fbem.org.